points already with still 10+ minutes to go. Stockton. A screen and roll action, then he throws it out of bounds.
Kevin Pangos, what you're going to see is Robert Sacre just clear out space. Look at this action right here. Robert Sacre, just by being out on the floor and his big wide frame, clogged it up top and allowed Pangos to turn the corner.
Just by being 7 feet tall, 260+ pounds or thereabouts. Dellavedova posting up, draws a foul. Zags not happy about that whistle. Still St. Mary's ball. Dellavedova to Jones. Nifty inbounds play.
Beautiful pass underneath. By Matthew Dellavedova, really threading it through the defense.
2-point lead for Gonzaga. Dower down low to his fellow big man, Sacre. Well, Sacre playing well here tonight. His final regular season matchup in his Gonzaga career with the Gaels. We'll see if they meet again in Las Vegas. Dellavedova, offensive foul. They're calling for the forearm.
Number 4, Matthew Dellavedova.
Matthew Dellavedova gets it on the catch, and as he turns, he kind of swipes the arm away and then dips his shoulder down. And that's the impact of Gary Bell Jr. We talk so much about Stephen Holt being an excellent perimeter defensive player. Gary Bell Jr. is one of the best freshman defensive guards in all of college basketball.
At this point in his freshman year, you might call him one of the best perimeter defenders out west in college hoops, period. He's that good. Pangos again through the defense. Kevin Pangos. Gonzaga's matched its biggest lead. Steindl, they left him open. Misses the three. Jones, offensive rebound, one dribble, clears some room and scores against Sacre. Timeout, Randy Bennett and the Gaels. Wow, what action here in Spokane. 4-point lead for the homestanding Bulldogs. So of these two teams in the WCC, Gonzaga with the ball up by 4 in a game that for them is must win to keep their title hopes alive against the Gaels. Sacre lost the ball going up, got it back though. In the corner, 3! Pushing foul. Stops the momentum momentarily.
How about the play, though? The freshman Kevin Pangos. The quick swing, no hesitation, drops it in. A perfect 4 for 4 from behind the three-point line tonight. 22 points. Stellar play.
I think he's going to be a big part of this rivalry in his Gonzaga career. Jordan Page, little floater, no good. Rebound Pangos. St. Mary's has gone cold on offense here.
Right now, currently their lowest field goal percentage from the three-point line since the Baylor game, and that's just a complete mental lapse by Brad Waldo. No need for that foul away from the hoop in that situation.
His third foul sends us to a timeout in Spokane. When we come back, Sean's going to talk about college hoops here out west. Here in the WCC, where we are tonight at Gonzaga St. Mary's, has blown through this league so far. But tonight, Gonzaga trying to keep its regular season title hopes alive with a win. And they're in position to get that victory with the ball leading by 7, their biggest lead of the game. David Stockton on the perimeter. Pangos has had the hot hand for the Zags, the freshman point guard with 22 points. Pangos gets the touch on the perimeter here. Shot clock at 10 now. Pangos going baseline with contact, finds Bell, got it off in time. Don't forget about the other freshman, Jerry Bell. St. Mary's in trouble here. Bob Jones being harassed. Nothing doing here, and the shot clock is at 6. Dellavedova knows he's got to get one off. He draws a foul. Now there was contact there. Gary Bell thought it should not have been a foul.
Well, freshman to freshman. Pangos knows the shot clock is winding down. Goes baseline. Beautiful pass out to the outside. And Bell Jr. out there with his hands ready, feet set, knocks it down. But he's now got 4 personal fouls. But how about the play of Pangos and Bell Jr. combined in this contest? 6 of 7 from behind the arc.
So producing points very efficiently. Dellavedova quiets this raucous crowd for a moment by hitting the first free throw. Bell gets a huge ovation as he goes to the bench with the 4 fouls. We'll see how long Mark Few keeps him over there.
And the 3 ball has usually been a staple for St. Mary's. They're just 1 for their last 7 from behind the arc.
And maybe even more importantly, St. Mary's is so tough to score against using the 3. They're so good defensively against the 3. And Gonzaga is 6 out of 12 as a team in this game. With those 2 guys Sean is talking about doing the scoring from outside. Here's Pangos, another one on the way. Good!
It is fun to watch a player elevate their game in a magical moment. And this is a big contest for the Bulldogs. They knew it coming in. They've been talking about it. And Kevin Pangos, he's ready to go.
Special talent, Dellavedova. Wild shot. Rebound, Jones. Jones blocked, but a foul. And that's against Elias Harris. His 3rd foul.
Last 5 3-point attempts for Gonzaga. All have gone down. Pangos just quick catch and release, and he's feeling it. 8 of 13 overall shooting from the floor. 25 points for the talented freshman.
Perfect tonight for 3. Jones misses the first of 2 free throws. It used to be Omar Samhan when St. Mary's would come here. He was enemy number 1. Could well be that man right now.
According to the student newspaper, it is. They put him on there today.
Maybe the pressure working. 11-point lead for the Zags, their biggest. Pangos so confident right now, rattled out. Sacre tossed to the ground, and that's a foul.
And they got him by his jersey as they pulled him down. Well, a great job, though, battling underneath. Robert Sacre fighting for position, and then Mitchell Young with the handful of jersey throws him to the ground.
Sacre to the free throw line, trying to expand this Gonzaga lead. St. Mary's thumped the Bulldogs, beat up on them earlier this year in Moraga. Gonzaga, the 11-time reigning champion in the WCC. They're not going quietly. In and out, no good.
Robert Sacre went through a stretch of games, about 6 games, where he really struggled from the floor. He had banged up his thumb maybe lacked a little bit of confidence, some of that fire that has been a signature of his when he's out on the floor, but has elevated his play over the last 5, shooting better than 64% from the floor.
He's been big tonight, too.
In a variety of ways, Dave. Setting screens, being active, but he's electrified the crowd as well as the freshmen. It's been a team effort. And you see the lead. They're up by 12.
How about Robert Sacre? As if this crowd needed to get a little louder.
He's a leader. He's a senior, and as you mentioned, his last regular season matchup against the Gaels.
Definitely hoping for at least one more in the postseason tournament. Jordan Page, St. Mary's needed that basket badly.
And momentarily will quiet things down. And
3 home losses in league since their conference dominant run began back in 2001. They've only lost 3 times in league here. Elias Harris, good step through move.
Well, we got a problem with the clock, though. The clock hasn't started, and the officials haven't recognized it yet. It's going now, but there was a good 10 seconds where the clock wasn't moving.
Well, that definitely favors the Gaels, not hometown clock operation. Now a foul against Eddie. That's number 4 against him.
As you mentioned, that stoppage in clock does assist the Gaels a little bit. Just buys a little bit of time, and nobody's looking at it, but watch the clock here. And the officials aren't taking a look at this yet, but it gets stuck at 5:07. So now it's frozen, and it stays there until the end of the possession.
I think we're the only 2 who know that the clock stopped. The foul with St. Mary's in the bonus has Dellavedova at the free throw line. Dellavedova well over 80% at the line. Earned the second. Every point precious for the Gaels now. And Dellavedova hits them both. It's a 10-point Gonzaga lead.
And almost everybody in the building on their feet. It's been a spectacular evening in Spokane, Washington. This fan base is loud, and they are proud of what they've been able to do.
Harris, floater, good!
Harris so good when he turns up the aggressiveness in his game. I don't think there's a player in the conference that can stop him when he turns the corner like that.
He's playing good defense against Dellavedova here. Forced him to give it up. Page launches one. Steindl pushed off to get that rebound.
I think they're going to get Mitchell Young underneath. The battle underneath. Watch Mitchell Young, his elbow up around the throat of Kevin Pangos. You see it there on your screen. They could even review that if they wanted to see where the elbow was. But I don't believe the officiating crew is going to do that.
Young goes out, Page goes out. 16 fouls against St. Mary's, so the players acting like it's free throws. Gonzaga is huddling up. And Tom Wood, the lead official tonight, says, let's go, let's play. 4:17 to go. Does St. Mary's have enough left in the tank to make a final push here?
Sure they do. If they start knocking down their perimeter shots, though. But it's been a performance unlike what we've seen out of the Gaels overall. They are 4 of 17 from behind the arc for just 23% shooting. And this is a team that shoots better than 37% from behind the arc.
Stephen Holt hasn't scored. He averages double figures per game. He's been invisible.
Credit this coaching staff and the Gonzaga Bulldogs players for their efforts so far in this contest.
Eddie, what a play!
You asked me if they had enough left in the tank. Not if they're going to play defense like that.
Rob Jones missed the shot. And Gonzaga starting to pull away here with 3.5 minutes to go.